Hey guys, what's going on? James Daniel here, making home buying simple for you here in San Pedro, California. And today I got a treat. I'm going to be going over in a few videos just different types of loans. So I'm meeting with one of the in-house lenders here at my broker's office, Keller Williams, LA Harbor. So let's go in and talk to Ismael. Welcome back. We're inside the Keller Williams LA Harbor office, and I'm here with Ismael Bastida today, and he is with J&J Financial, and he's going to go over the conventional loans with us. But before we get started, just tell us a little about yourself and about J&J.
Yeah, James, I've been doing real estate for 23 years, very in all different aspects of real estate. So to say I'm well versed is an understatement, but I like to use that as real life experience. You know, I know what people are going to ask for. I know how to deliver questions. More importantly, I want people to be educated in what they're doing. J&J Financial Group is based in Huntington Beach. I'm here locally in the Keller Williams office with you, and I'm just here to help serve and help people.
Amazing. No, thank you again for your time.
Absolutely.
So today, like I was telling everyone, we're going to go over conventional loans. And just wanted to really have a few questions asked you for people who are maybe first-time home buyers, maybe someone who just hasn't bought a home in a while and is looking to do so. Once again, I will put his information at the bottom of the screen when we get this all aired on YouTube, so you guys will be able to reach out with any questions that you might have. But let's get into some of the questions. So first question I have is, can you explain a little bit about the conventional loan process? Like if someone wanted to get a conventional loan, what is the process of doing so once they reach out to you?
Sure. A conventional loan is really the vanilla of home buying. You may hear words like Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac. Those are conventional loans. Some people call them conventional. Some people call them conforming. It's a tomato situation. All the loans are governed by Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac. They have set guidelines for most lenders across the country. So you're going to have the same general rules for everybody. There are some lenders that treat things differently. But it's the most vanilla program there is. 2 years of tax returns, a month of pay stubs, 2 months of bank statements is typically what's required. Of course, every situation is a little different. How people want to get qualified is a little different, but that's the standard thing. It's a Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac loan, conventional conforming. Everyone has the same governing rules.
Okay, interesting. No, that's definitely good to know. So everyone can get their information together and maybe even have it ready before they get over to
That's
you.
always the best.
The second question I had is, what are some advantages of choosing a conventional loan, other types of loans? We'll go over some other types of loans later after this video, but I guess what would be just some advantages from the conventional loan side?
The biggest thing is flexibility. With conventional financing, you don't need to have 20% down. You can come in with as little as 3% down. There are some programs at 3%. Most commonly is 5% down. You get a lot of just the straight guidelines. You know exactly what to expect. The biggest thing about when you put less than 20% down is a mortgage insurance. Mortgage insurance is taken off the loan automatically. So you don't have to refinance to get rid of mortgage insurance on the conventional loan. It'll happen with time. And with today's volatile market with rates, that's always good to know that you have that end game already set in place.
Okay, cool. Awesome. And then the third question I had is, what are some typical requirements for qualifying for a conventional loan, especially for people looking here in San Pedro, California?
Sure.
You mentioned the information they need, but what are some things that you're looking for, when someone is potentially able to get a conventional loan?
The biggest thing with conventional loans is what we call in the industry the debt to income ratio. The conventional loan, typically for traditional financing, has a 50% max on debt to income ratio. So you know that you only can use half of your income to qualify for the mortgage. It's pretty standard. It's really straightforward with the conventional loan. You know exactly exactly the mold you have to fit into. As far as bankruptcies and short sales, that you do have to wait longer to buy a house. But with 5% down, it's really easy to get into a property.
Okay, all right. And then I guess are there any misconceptions about conventional loans, like things that people are like, oh, I heard this or I read this somewhere that you usually like to, hey, that's not true.
The biggest thing is the 20% down. Most people think conventional loans you need 20% down, and that is a very, very common myth. Again, you only need 3 or 5% down typically on a conventional loan. The other thing about conventional loans is people think they're harder to get because of the guidelines that are set in place. The only reason why they're there is what happened in the market back in 2007. We've learned as an industry how to let people borrow money smarter. So these guidelines are set in place not only for our protection, but for the consumer as well.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay. All right. And then I guess what the last thing, what advice do you give first-time homebuyers who are potentially looking to get a conventional loan?
Know your options. A lot of conventional programs, they carry with it the down payment assistance programs. A down payment assistance program is not a separate program. It is still a conventional loan, but they give you that down payment assistance associated with it. So it's the same rules. So it's important to know those rules. Come in confidently, come in with an open mind, and look at different options. I think the options is the big thing with conventional loans. There are different investors and there are different lenders who have different rules aside from the governing rules for everybody.
Makes sense. No, this has been very helpful. Thank you again for your time. That's all the questions that I have for him today. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to put those in the comments. Like I said before, I will make sure his information is up there. And if you have any questions just about San Pedro, about lending, or anything about real estate, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you guys so much. Take care. Ciao.